Barcelona just delivered a legendary race. If you haven't seen the race yet, then here's your spoiler alert. Results and details are coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. We saw high degradation, lots of different pit strategies, Hadjar completely messing up his start and ending up down in 14th in the first lap. But that wasn't all bad because we got to see some great overtakes from him, cutting his way through the field to get back to the points. 7 or 8 retirements. I'm not entirely sure what happened with Alex Albon, but at one point it was showing that he was 8 laps down, so I don't know if he retired or not. 2 virtual safety cars, George Russell finally beating Antonelli, kind of, an all-British podium, and the biggest news of all, Lewis Hamilton got his first win with Ferrari. So let's just start off by talking about that. I've got to say it, I called this literally 3 days ago. If you didn't see that video, it went a little something like this. It's only a matter of time until he gets that first win with Ferrari. Yeah, it seems like a tall order at the moment, but it's a long season and we're only about a quarter of the way into it. I'm going to say that he's going to get his first Ferrari victory by Monza. And imagine how crazy the place is going to go if he actually does it at Monza. But that's my prediction. I think he'll get the victory by then. No, I didn't say that it would happen this fast, but I did say that he would get his first win with Ferrari by Monza. And here we are just a few days later and he's done it. You can just go ahead and call me Nostradamus from now on. Hamilton only said at the start of the week that he thinks his first win with Ferrari couldn't be closer. And he was absolutely right. To then go and do it on the first race back is nothing short of incredible. And part of the reason why he's been able to achieve that is down to his team making the right call. For the first time in a very, very long time, Ferrari got the strategy right. They absolutely nailed it. There was no leaving him out too long or putting him on wet tyres in the dry, which, let's face it, I wouldn't put it past Ferrari to do. And the call to bring him into the pits during the virtual safety car was, of course, absolutely right. Not that anyone would have done anything else. You would have to be a complete moron to have stayed out. They gave Hamilton the best possible chance to win, and he ran with it. I can already hear the sound of Hamilton haters in the comments typing away saying, oh, but if it wasn't for the safety car, he wouldn't have won it. Grow up, you're just lying to yourself. On that second stint, when he was on the mediums, he was absolutely flying. He was lapping 2 seconds a lap faster than both of the Mercs, who in my eyes were just completely throwing away the possibility of a win by fighting between themselves. The Mercedes team should have put a stop to that immediately. Either make the call to let Kimi go by or tell him to hold position, but stop fighting between one another and allowing Hamilton to catch them up. All they were doing was losing time. At that point, they'd already screwed it up anyway, and this was just making it worse. If they really wanted to hold on to the victory in the first place, they should have pitted Russell as the front-running driver to protect against the undercut from Hamilton. We might have seen a very different result if they'd have done that. But, you know, George was in front and Toto loves Kimi the most. Team principals are like parents to the drivers. They're not really meant to have favourites, but we all know that they do. So I do wonder, if the roles were reversed and it was Kimi who was ahead, would they have pitted him to cover off Hamilton? Honestly, I think that they would have done, especially because he's leading the championship. I think that when the virtual safety car was deployed, Mercedes knew that they'd messed up. There was just no way back at that point. But I honestly do think that Hamilton was going to win it with or without help from the safety car. Even though it was absolutely perfectly set up, the timing could not have been better for him. Honestly, I think that someone at Ferrari is actively bribing the FIA, because the timing of the ending of that safety car could not have worked out any better for Hamilton. But taking the virtual safety car out of the equation entirely, I genuinely believe that Hamilton had the pace to overtake both the Mercs. When he changed onto that last set of hard tyres, there's no other way to put it, he just fucked off. The Mercs didn't have a hope in hell. Lewis was a man on a mission. He was like the John McClane of Formula One. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. This weekend was George Russell's 100th race with Mercedes. And there he was again, fighting with his teammate, again, about to lose to him, again. Antonelli overtaking Russell on his 100th race with Mercedes is just disrespect of the highest caliber. Pure embarrassment. To be fair to Antonelli, he looked like he had way more pace than George for the whole race. He was using all of the track, and a little bit more sometimes. He was on the verge of getting a penalty for track limits for pretty much all of the race. McLaren were absolutely certain that he was going to get 5 seconds added on at the end. But in the end, it didn't matter anyway because his car just decided to blow up, showing once again that Mercedes have got a fast car, but it's fragile. It's a good job for them that the FIA have decided that they get extra development. But honestly, I think that Russell got really lucky today. He was staring down the barrel of an even bigger point deficit to Kimi, and he was just simply outclassed by him in the end. But the racing gods work in mysterious ways, and they decided to give him a bit of a break this week. It swings and roundabouts, isn't it? He was smited by the racing gods in Canada, and now they've decided to return the favour to Kimi just when Russell was on the ropes. So yes, he was a very, very lucky boy to get that second place. So the podium ended up being Lewis Hamilton first, George Russell second, and Lando Norris in third place, which made it the first all-British podium since 1968. And Hamilton winning has not only made history with his first Ferrari win, but he's also the oldest race winner since 1970. And that brings his total wins in Formula One to 106. An absolutely insane record. And I think he's got the chance to get even more this year. Charles Leclerc's run of bad luck continued again after he had to retire from the race due to a power steering issue. He's really not getting a break right now. Both of the Aston Martin cars retired from the race. Lance Stroll went out early on and Fernando Alonso a little bit later, which brought out the virtual safety car. A pretty miserable result for what is potentially his last race in Barcelona. So in general, aside from all the retirements, it was another great race with loads going on track, loads of wheel-to-wheel action, and a shitload more overtakes than in Monaco. And this is exactly why we love this sport. When it's good, it is really good. And I got exactly what I wanted this week. I wanted the championship battle to be closer than it was before going into the race. I've essentially been preying on the downfall of a 19-year-old's hopes and dreams. And I got it. Couldn't have gone any better for me. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. And as usual, if you enjoyed the video, please do hit the like and the subscribe button. It is the best way to support this channel. Cheers.